はい。聞こえますでしょうか？英語勉強を始めさせていただきます。昨日、配信できなくて大変申し訳ございません。めちゃくちゃ荒れてた。というか、起きたら8時40分でどうしようっていう感じで、そこから全然もう、ある程度の時間はずっと倒れてたな。気絶してた感じですね。ということで、今日はちゃんとやっていくんで。で、読むの3回目。32個かな文章。やっていこうと思います。えーっと、よし。オッケーオッケー。始める準備、待ってよ。いや、いいか。スマホをちょっと遠くに置こうか悩んだけど。はい。じゃあ、始めさせていただきたかった。ちょっと待ってくらいな。ちょっと白の背景。ダウンロードして、開けば。オッケーオッケーオッケー。よし、やります。Have you, have you did this article on the front page of the newspaper today, Eddie? No, I've been busy preparing for my presentation for today's class on finance. Interestingly enough, it says here that many of the crimes against the elderly are not committed by native people, but by foreign residents. I don't think the writer of this article is making a bloody remark. She's showing here prejudice against foreigners. It's not reasonable just to blame foreigners for crime. In fact, most crimes most crimes are committed by local people. Sorry, Ben. Can we discuss it later? I have a, I have to finish my work now. India now has a population of around 1 billion people. Every 2 seconds, another baby is born. By the middle of the 21st century, more people will be living in India than in China, and that will give India the rise, regards the population. Uh, India's rapidly growing population has made homelessness a very serious problem there. Okay. The Great Wall of China is one of the largest structures in the world. Also, it is the only construction made by humans that can be seen from space. Now it runs about 6 kilometers. It is raised and over this about 90 meters in height. It was uh, built to protect China from its enemy in the north. と、日本語訳、日本語訳読みます。はい。Going to the pub for a beer is a daily custom for most people in England. A pub is where not only men but women go to have a drink and talk with friends. All pubs serve a homemade lunch that is very popular among office workers. One can also play a game of darts or billiards. Most pubs are named after famous people, royalty, and animals. The name is hung on a sign outside the pub. Okay. 1902年、仕事を決定と。Okay. In 1902, George Terry Roosevelt was president of the United States. That year he traveled to Mississippi to end disagreement over land between the state of Mississippi and Ro- Louisiana. 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 The president went hunting. On the hunt, he saw a bear but refused to shoot it. Some say this was because it was just a baby. Others say a bear had been caught so the president could shoot it, and that Roosevelt thought this was unfair. In most towns in the US, people often use cars, even to go shopping. In addition, many people do not belong to any local uh, churches or clubs. As a result, they have less chance of getting to know their mm, neighbors, and so they feel lonely. Uh, Disney's planners decided to build celebration in a way that will solve this problem. The shopping areas have been built close to people's homes. It is hoped that people will walk instead of using their cars. Many churches and clubs uh, have also been created, and Disney hopes that their things will help people get to know one another. Right. Thank you for consenting to give an interview to the student newspaper. Professor Jones, I want to ask you some questions about your life as a foreign teacher at our university. How is teaching in Japan different from teaching at English university? Where in England I spend most of my time giving lectures. I also have to arrange student conferences and attend meetings of the staff committee. Sure, I can work more independently, and I have more time to conduct research. Japan has a dif- reputation uh, as being a difficult place for foreigners to work. But for me, it's a very rewarding experience, and it's never boring. はい、日本の詰め込み、塾、くつろぐ、塾は依然として中学生は、about 16% of Japanese junior high school students go to cram schools or jiku. This means they have busy uh, street strenuous schedule schedule って読めねえ schedules and detour time to relax. If so, the number of children is regressing. Regressing. Farm schools are still booming. Students go to their schools in order to prepare for entrance examination. Yeah. Until the century, schools were prosperous children could escape from ads, but companies have been finding new ways to bring commercial messages into the classroom. The markers of Coca-Cola and Pepsi-Cola, for example, have each paid millions of dollars to school in the state of Colorado. Colorado. Now, only on companies drink can be sold at each school. The companies can also put ad- advertisement on schools floor and in playgrounds. The schools have used the money they have received to buy musical instruments, sporting goods, and new computers. A growing number of Japanese children are spending several years of their childhood living abroad with their families before coming back to Japan. The children are called returns. Despite the fact that many of them have attended Japanese schools abroad, they frequently experience difficulties getting accustomed to everyday life in Japan. For this reason, there are special schools which help students adjust to life back home.このような子供が学校練習はプレセプト to help their children stay in school. UNICEF is working with the Bolivian government to carry out a new program called 2 for 1. Under this program, first and second grade students are taught by teenage uh, volunteers from local high school. 2 for 1 target children from poor families who are doing badly at school. The children meet in group with uh, volunteers outside of school hours, and each group selects a study project to work on for 8 weeks. The projects help children improve their reading and writing ability while developing social skills through group work. Group活動。はいはい。大変費用がかかるバスの、OK。The Friday school week. A week was first introduced by public school in rural areas, mainly in the western part of the US. And since many of the students in their areas live on farms that are far from schools, it is not uncommon for them to spend over their hours every day on school's business. This is not only inconvenient, inconvenient for students, but also very expensive for schools, and because they have to pay for this bus service. By running the business on rest their week, schools are able to save a lot of money. The shorter school week also helps them save on heating and writing costs. これ今の気分はどうだい？それかある？ How do you feel now, Eriko? Do you have any operation じゃないの operated I've only been awake for 3 hours since, since the operation. I still feel faint and fatigued. My 読めねえ。My throat, throat, and so do my lungs. I I really don't want to eat anything yet. But did the physician say to you? He said he's confident that I'll get better soon. He said that most proteins uh, recover quickly. I just have to talk the drugs for a month. Can you please, can you pass me a blanket, Tom? I feel a bit cold. Sure you are. I'll come back to the hospital to visit you again soon. Uh, Breathing is one of the ways we keep our body at a nice normal and temperature. It is like a shower that washes the body from within. The sweat flows out through millions of tiny opening, openings in the skin, and as it dries, the body cools down. The desert will suffer of harming there is because the water on our skin can't dry easily. OK。記者によれば、睡眠や実際とその作用であると。はいはいはい。はい。Sleep, according to scientists, is actually a very complicated process. During an average night, we pass through as many as seven sleep states. In addition, we will probably change our body uh, position and rest as many times as we change sleep state. One of the most important sleep states is closing them, or rapid eye movement. In fact, about 90% of our total sleeping time is spent in them. It is during this time that we dream. OK。ルーカスによると、裸足の生活には多くの利点がある。もちろん。そう、このね、裸足の生活にはね、たくさんの利点があるよって文章を読んで、俺、この間裸足で外出たんだよ。そう、足が乾燥していて細菌が繁殖しにくいからあんまり匂わないよって。裸足で歩くことによって足が健康になるんだって言ってんだよ。だから俺これ信じて外出たんだよ。いや、ちょっとね、怖かったよ、車とか。車のとこまで行ってないけど、生まれたら嫌だなって思って。According to Lucas, the barefoot life has many ad- advantages. Advantages. ごめんなさい。アドバンテージです。OK。 And the most important is simply that it feels good. He also says that working barefoot allows me to experience the world directly by touching it with your feet. In addition, and the feet do not smell as much because they stay dry, making it hard for uh, bac- bacteria to grow. And of course, uh, working barefoot keeps your feet in good shape. So it actually uh, has healthier, uh, healthy, no, healthy かな healthy than wearing shorts. 重要な要素の一つはカフェインである。カフェインは血液の流れと食べ物消化の作用を改善するばかりでなく、精神活動をも高める。は運動の前、体の仕事、じゃあ、血のコレステロール。OK。One important element in tea is caffeine. Caffeine. Not only does caffeine help improve the blood flow and the uh, digestion digestion of food, it also increases mental activity. In addition, caffeine caffeine can help your rise rate when consumed on an empty stomach before or during exercise. This is possible because it helps the body burn fat more uh, effi- efficiently. Tea also contains elements that are not believed to help lower uh, cholesterol, cholesterol levels in the blood that prevent the growth of cancer cells. cancer cells 意味を教える。Please, please. 早く次行きたいんだって。ない。ないことがある。赤文字なのにないこと。行こう、次。食事の量を取ることですね、どうやら。今だけわかる。健康的。自分のビタミン必要だよね。OK。It is not yet clear whether eating less would have similar effects on humans, but some people are already trying to live on a restricted diet. Many of them find it very difficult because they must be careful to include enough vitamins to stay healthy. But they also have trouble with uh, restricted diet because they enjoy eating. Most scientists say it is not worth giving up your favorite food yet. They say people should wait until there is more evidence about the effects of restricted diet on their health. Okay. Where did you go for your spring vacation? Is my parents rented the cabin in the countryside. It was made of wood. It was quite a primitive uh, cottage, a cottage journey, but very comfortable. It was a long drive to get there. We left at dawn and we didn't arrive at our destination destination until late in the afternoon. But the landscape was beautiful. What did you do there? We had a lot of rational time. The first day we wandered wandered around in the forest, and the next day we hiked through a town. あ、キャニオンかなキャニオン。We got converted in mud, but it was really enjoyable. とエミリーはブラジルでの過ごし、とても同様と3時間。Emily decided to spend her summer vacation in Brazil on the day of her departure. However, she was very upset to hear that the flight she had reserved was considered. Considered. The man at the counter said he was sorry about the trouble and got her a seat on another flight. But Emily had to wait for 3 hours just to get on the plane. ロサンゼルスホテルへようこそ。一日の長い観光の後は探しを、はい。当ホテルのルームサービスメニューからご注文になり書いてくださいよ。このサービスをご希望の際は、ご遠慮なくオペレーターをお呼びください。ありがとうございました。Welcome to the Central Hotel, Los Angeles. May we suggest that after a long day of, oh my god, threatening, threatening, instead of eating out in a noisy, crowded restaurant, why not order from our room service menu and eat it in the comfort of your room? If you should require this service, please do not hesitate to contact the operator. Thank you. 1937年、最初の女性になろうという、半分、発から8時間。これじゃこれ悲しい話だよな。In 1937、これ合ってるかなas, Earhart placed her biggest challenge when she attempted to become the first woman to fly around the world, and July to second having already completed 3 quarters of the trip. Earhart and her navigator left New Guinea and flew out over the Pacific. A U.S. ship was waiting near Harland Island, where Earhart planned to stop next. Earhart, uh, 8 hours after setting out, she sent a message to the ship telling them that she was running out of fuel. This was the last message they had from here. Okay, okay. Immediately are satellite これサーチライトと呼んでる。多分サーチライトだ。Satellite moving through space, carrying messages and information from millions of people on Earth. If this satellite, uh, satellite, satellite come back to Earth thousands of years from now, it would be a time capture a source of information that could teach future uh, generation about the priest. This image will soon become a reality when the KR territory is sent into space in this song. A French artist, my French artist, and Jean-Marc かな Jean-Marc か Jean-Marc, えー、Jean-Marc Philippe come up with the idea of creating a time capsule that will carry information about the wood trade. French scientists and engineers are now working on the project. 国外省は長時間の飛行。うん。OK。うん。Airlines, okay. Airline will offer new services to make long flights more enjoyable. And traveling by air will become an experience, and people will uh, always remember some of the things airplanes and designers are thinking about will require enter entirely new airplanes. For instance, uh, jumbo, jumbo だって。そうか、ジャンボなのか。Jumbo jet with two floors with had individual passenger bed. They might even have restaurants. Robin knows airline already gives passengers special glasses to use when they watch movies. And their glasses give you the feeling that you are watching the movie on a 1.6 meter wide screen in the near future. Uh, Virtual reality headset, headsets, and multimedia seats that offer internet accesses and live TV will be found on many airplanes. うん。これね。Excuse me, are you the restaurant manager? Yes, Maurice. How many help you? I heard that this restaurant has a reputation for quality cooking. But to be frank, I'm very disappointed with our meal. The sauce on my fish has a bitter taste. It should have a more uh, delicate and mild flavor. And my friend, skin is still a bright now. I'm very sorry, managing. I talk around these practice immediately. Of course, there'll be no charge on your bill for the disease. We want all our customers to be content with our service. Please accept my apologies for this incident. セリンとか、これいいか。これ活性で処理すること。こうね。レストラン25年前に比べて3倍もの金を稼いでいるっていうのは、まあちょっと、この文章だけじゃ、あんま判断できないところではある。And nowadays, people do less cooking at home than they used to. It's very easy to order food, like pizza bar phones or to buy ready-to-eat meals at the convenience stores. People also eat out a lot on the food restaurants now make their time as much money as they did uh, 25 years ago. 何世紀に終わった日本人は緑茶を飲んでいる。茶は別の方法でも。はいはい。centuries, for centuries, the Japanese have been drinking green tea. Mm, nowadays, people use it in other ways too. For example, some people add tea leaves to the food they cook. Others put the powder into their breath order to help them relax. Many people believe that green tea is great for the health. の、これアドバイスですね。Here is some shopping advice. When looking for melons, be sure to buy a melon while it is still hard and leave it on the cooking counters for a few days. Then toast it by pressing the bottom gently with the fingers. When the fruit begins to feel soft, it was ready to eat. あ、私、腸肉。A new kind of meat can be seen in the supermarkets and restaurants of similar places around the world. Around the world. Around the world. Eh, including China and Hong Kong. Ostrich meat. The meat which is better, better than beef and even chicken, offer a taste that many people prefer even to the finest beef. Uh, ostrich, ostrich meat was first tried in China, where people are always willing to experiment when it comes to food. In early 1996, the popularity of uh, ostrich meat began to increase uh, worldwide after news over quickly spreading a sequence called mad cow and disease spread and many people away from eating beef in Europe. チョコレートはかすれかもしれない。Chevron cacao. Okay. Chocolate was once degraded as a gift from the gods. It is made from the beans of the cacao tree, which is also called Slobrom cacao, meaning food of the gods. A cacao tree must be grown in the shade where the average temperature is 27から28 degrees. It also needs quite a large amount of rainfall. At least it needs meters per year. The cacao tree is kept to a height of between 5 and 8 meters. A single tree can live can live for up to 14 years, and some have even been known to live for as long as 200 years. Okay. What's the matter, Echo? You look upset. Oh, I had a heard argument with my president today. We discussed what I should do after graduation. There are constantly, constantly interfering and telling me to study harder. They said that I frustrate them because I'm not thinking about my future, and that I'm running my future job prospects by not making more effort to pass my exam. They even enjoy the change to cancel my camping trip, and that's too bad. It sounds like your uh, parents are really strict. 1967年3月、マレーシア訪問中、トンプソンは突然ジャングル姿を消した。それで散歩に出かけたが、再び戻ることになった。音楽の世界に今の人生、中で同じようなちょん。In March 1967, during a visit to Malaysia, Thompson suddenly disappeared, disappeared in the jungle. He went out for a walk by himself and was never seen again. There was a huge start to find him, but even now no one knows what really happened to Thompson. Some people believe he was shot, while others thinking he was hit by a truck or that he simply got sick and died in the jungle. 32個終わったか。あ、まあ、ちょうどいいか。あ、また6分残ったね。OK。この6分で、ちょっと、確認したいところ、今まで読んだところで確認したいところ、ちょっと、ここ見ていこう。まず赤文字アーティクルは記事、病、財政、犯罪、年配の自国の生まれた土地のセナリティ、resident、body demark、president discourse。ちょっとここの英語どこまで読めるかやるか。この重要な単語のところだけね。Article Presentation Finance Fine Elderly Native Resident Bodied and Demark Prejudice Discourse Population Billion Million Second Minute Hour Middle Century and Decade Millennium rapidly grow homelessness, pillars, structure, construction, human, first, overage, on, fight, protect A from B, enemy, pub, duty, custom, not only able to be, have a drink, hard, homemade, popular, office worker, dot, and brilliant, be named after, uh, royalty, hang, sign, president, and on it, unite, and disagreement, argument, argument, straight, hunt, gathering, defeat, short. Some A others speak. So A can will or may do affair. Uh, audition. In audition, belong to local resort. As a result, get to never, randy, decide, separation, area, in region, create, process, consent, a consent, interview, professor, lecture, conference, and committee, independently, and conduct, deputation, reputation, grading, budding, and crime school, crime, crime, scourge, drugs, decrease, increase, good, order. In order to do, prepare, prepare for entrance, entry, entrance, uh, dysentery, escape from, add, and commercial message, millions of, and Colorado, playground, receive, instrument, and musical instrument, birds. A number of spent doing, and foot, and determine, despite, fact, attend, frequently, experience, difficult, get accustomed to, season, adjust to, 終わりかもしれない。終わりだ。はい。じゃあ、今日も32個の文章を読んで、で、余った6分は、その文章で出てきた、赤文字で書かれているね、重要な英単語っていうのを読んできましたということで、明日もやってこうよっていう話。では、ありがとうございました。かないや、あーお my god! はい。ギリ読める。Surgery in disappearing jungle, go for and work. By one say. では、ありがとうございました。